When a man gains the powers of a god, can he still be considered human? That's the question we're diving into with today's Star Trek review of Where No Man Has Gone before the first production order and second pilot of Star Trek the original series. The Enterprise hits a strange energy barrier at the edge of the galaxy, and one of Kirk's crew, Gary Mitchell, starts developing psychic powers. As his abilities grow, so does his detachment from everyone around him. So I thought this episode was really different than what I was expecting in quite a few ways. First of all, plot's very straightforward. It's not really a big space battle or an alien encounter. It's like a human drama, slow burn character study, which is really interesting. You know, we got the absolute power corrupts absolutely plot and theme. I really thought the Shatner performance was kind of cool. It wasn't over the top. I was expecting it to be very over the top from like all of the pop culture memes that I've seen, but I thought he actually did a really good job here. So maybe it's like later in the show that he becomes like that, or maybe it's just an exaggerated meme because he did not sound the way that I assumed he would, or maybe I just didn't hear it. And Spock is very interesting here. He's clearly like meant to be different, but it seems like they haven't really locked down exactly how he's gonna be different yet. Gary Mitchell, I thought was fantastic. He did a really good job, and those eyes were so unsettling. I immediately googled how did they do the eye effect after this episode because I thought it was so sick, and I assume people in the 60s probably thought it was even sicker than I do now because it's like 2025, and even still I was like, that is a cool effect. How did they do that? I thought that the effects were like charming, you know? I think that's the best way that I could say it. Like the glowing eyes obviously looked really good, but everything else, I thought it was like really charming and like wholesome. And hopefully that's the vibe that I get throughout the whole show, like seeing the sets and some of the like really old school ways that they like worked out how to do the effects without having like modern budgets. It was just really cool. I liked it so far. So, you know, this episode was like a lot more serious than I expected. There wasn't much humor at all. I don't remember any standout jokes. And it felt like it was trying to have like a message more than just like be an entertaining episode. And also while I was doing some Googling behind the scenes, I found out they shot these like weekly, right? Which is crazy to me that this show was like a weekly show, not just... I mean, I assumed Star Trek was like modern shows like Squid Game, which just came out, where they shot it for like a year and then it aired for like a couple of weeks. No, they shot this weekly, which is crazy. I thought this episode was a warp factor 7 out of 10. I thought it was really interesting. I'm keen to see how the rest of the show progresses after this.